Wave. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, to the World of Ashenfell. We are back. It is Season 3, Episode 10. We're back after a break, after the holidays, after all that great stuff. We are one player short today. Smokey has the flu, and the flu sucks. So hopefully he's getting plenty of rest this morning. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right into it and introduce everybody at the table, starting with our wonderful storyteller and dungeon master, Jen. Go ahead, fam.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'll be the dungeon master for today, and I'll be taking these players through the world of Ashenfell, venturing forward into a deeper unknown.
Do we have a question today?
Um, I wish I had one.
Oh no!
Okay, I got your back.
Okay.
I'll come up with a question or would ask. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hi guys, my name is Martin, or Pinkmon on the internets, as Humaloo likes to say. I'll be playing Or. He's a martial class of Skylancer. Details in the Discord for Val, or Val's Discord. I'm talking.
It's okay.
Right. What question would Or ask Jen? I mean, realistically, what do you have in store for us this weekend? That's probably it. That's me.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma Hamalu on the internet. I am here playing Jorah, who is our Eladrin bard block, all about that Fey life, and Fey love life as well. And that's it. Yep. That's me.
All right. And hi, everyone. My name is Val. It's my channel. Today, I bring you Daphne Gravoy, our half Eladrin witch doctor, which is also part of the occult and weird traditions compendium that is located in my Discord that you can add us about, and we'll share it with you for playtesting. Hopefully, it will be an alpha soon or beta. But yeah, she's she's got onions that need a tussling. That's about what we know about Daphne. But hey, so speaking of tussling onions, you can affect this game with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies here gives us rerolls, or can just add to a reroll pool for everyone to use, or you can get to someone specific here. Subscribing to the channel gives us greater healing potions. And if you want to donate money through Coffee, the minimum of $3, or through Streamlabs, you can give nat 20s or nat 1s anywhere here on stream. And that's it. That's us. That's what we do here. Jen, go ahead and get us to playing, fam.
All right, so last time you found yourselves in the Twines, the Drow City capital. It's part of the larger underground network that spans from River Castle all the way to New Wine, a gnomish country. So it spans across 3 countries. And as you are kind of gathered within this capital city, you are resting under the protection of Lilith, a mobster within the city itself, and you are currently buddying up, or at least pairing up, with Clint Salvatore, a unpleasant but needed ally. He is your key into other cities that you might be looking into. And as you start to wind down for the day, and you got your long rest, make sure you mark that down. The night has approached, and as sunset, what you believe is sunset, approaches, you are invited out to reflect and mourn on your family's past and the loss of your father.
Daphne, Jorah, do you want to come along?
Yeah, of course. If you want us there, then absolutely.
Of course, you're my friends.
So precious.
Do you have a music style you might want played?
I mean, we usually, bird song, but I guess a dirge would be appropriate.
I can do that. All right. I'll go out with them and play something that feels appropriate.
The night, though no stars reflect in the underdarks, there are semblance of glowworms around the caverns. They twinkle softly, and as you gather ore, what are you feeling?
Conflicted. It's a complicated relationship. He was my father, he raised me, loved me, but I didn't always agree with everything he did. There were a lot of innocent people, innocent lives that were lost because of his greed. Maybe it wasn't greed, I don't know. But ultimately, he was my father, and I honor and respect his memory. Although his flight has ended, he flies on in skies eternal and evermore. Wherever he is, may he roost in peace. I don't have a feather of his to burn for the pyre, but I would if I had one. I'll remember you for the things that I loved about you, Dad. Thank you for taking care of me. Or we'll just go off. Is there any water in the cavern?
There's a fountain. It's currently not on.
Mm-hmm.
It's still quiet.
Normally I'd go to the cliff's edge and look out into the sky, but I don't know, there don't seem to be cliffs here. So I'll just go to the land's end. I think he would have approved. Do you guys have anything to add? There's no one else.
Just gonna kind of give Orr a pat on his shoulder. Daphne lost her dad, like, within the past year or two, so this is hitting a little home for her. So she's just giving you a comforting pat.
Thanks, Daphne.
Of course, hon.
I'm sure there are many things that your father could be remembered for and that he did. I don't know many of them, but I know that he brought you into the world, and you're making some really positive changes, so...
Thanks, Jorah.
His legacy will live on in you.
You're definitely kicking up some good thermals.
Thanks, Daphne.
You're welcome.
Well, let's not dwell too much on this. I love the man, but he was far from perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
I guess I shouldn't say that at his funeral, but
It's okay to remember these things, though. Ultimately, memorials can often be for the sake of the living, after all.
Yeah. One day I'll have to figure out what I really feel. Right now, I just feel bittersweet shock. A lot of responsibility, so I guess we better get moving. Yeah. We got work to do. No time to dwell.
Sure.
Of course.
The night.
Or, go ahead.
If you have more. The night approaches and you return to your safe house. Restless, perhaps, dreams, uneasy thoughts of what might lie ahead. Morning approaches, and as it does, there's the smell of breakfast being made, but not by you, Daphne.
Oh.
What's that?
I don't know. It's not like I was probably awake and like already in the kitchen seeing who was making breakfast. I'm the first one up. Let's be real here.
I only trust for 4 hours.
It's true, but I imagine
but I stay in bed.
Yeah, I imagine you just stay in bed. Like you're just yeah. Like why do I need to get up? And everyone is still in bed. Like.
I can just imagine Jorah under the covers, head under the covers, everything, just reading a book with a magical light coming from his finger.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm still sleeping, I swear.
My downtime, yeah. It's my downtime.
Your me time.
Yeah.
Ora's going to slowly, not sure what to make of this, kind of creep down the stairs. He would probably be shirtless. He's still in his PJs. Kind of looking around the corner. Hello? Wallace?
It's not Wallace, but it is a familiar sight, if somewhat unpleasant. You do see Clint there reading a book at the kitchen table, but there's a plate set in front of him, and there's somebody at the range or stove area. A shorter man than Clint, about half a head shorter than him, dark curly hair, kind of almost a mahogany red skin, and a very cheerful smile on his face as he turns around and says, "Well, hello."
Hello.
Hi.
Oh. I made breakfast. Have some.
Ooh. Who are you? Sorry.
He sits down the plate and says, "Of course, my manners." He cleans his hands and gives a very gracious bow. "I am Casimir Bogdotter. I am here to help."
Casimir, what now?
Bogdotter.
I mean, that's nice and all, but we didn't need help with breakfast. I'm usually pretty capable.
Well, I can take back the breakfast I've made. I have no... He starts to wave his head.
No, that's so, I mean... Or looks at Daphne. You can go ahead and take it away. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, eat your breakfast. It's fine.
What are you here to help us with?
Yeah.
I ask.
Master Salvatore has asked me to come in as a consultant.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Or looks at Daphne and says, Daphne, your breakfast will always be first in my heart. Just know that.
Yeah, it's okay. We're saving rations whenever he does this, so it's fine.
Thank you. We're gonna sit down and start wolfing down some food.
I'm gonna wait and see if Or throws up first before I start eating.
Well, it is lovely to meet you, of course. Are you affiliated with the college?
I'm a consultant towards the college in the regards to magical means within the Feywilds, Haglings, and so forth. I'm kind of a bridge between the unnaturals, unfriendlies, so to say. But I'm here more so as an underground assistance resistance in the city I'm hoping you'll go to.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, we were considering heading to the city. Um, just to see what exactly is needed. Do you, if you are a consultant and you are aware of the situation, of course, do you know the nature under which the four of us are going to be able to assist in this matter?
Oh, you will be with Master Salvatore the entire time, but should you accidentally slip away, I'm here to offer safe houses in
I
the
see.
city
Ah.
itself.
Just so
Okay.
we're all on the same page, we're talking about Dragonwall and the kind
Yeah.
of vampire things,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's, yeah.
Okay, sorry, I
Mhm.
just woke up.
No,
It's
that's
okay.
okay. So oh, sorry. I know there's a lot of questions, but obviously we've just met. We're um
I am here to have your answers. That is my
good,
purpose.
good. It's a delicate situation, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to the, let's call it an uprising in Dragonwall, what was your business?
Oh, I did mostly trade and sold goods and merchant supplies of sorts.
The legal kind?
Not illegal, just if people knew where they came from, they would be less inclined to buy them.
Difficult to
Not
acquire
every.
services.
I had a storefront. People came in, people left.
Oh, I can respect that. Um,
Not everybody likes a hag's wear.
are you? What race is Casimir?
He
Can I
looks
tell?
human,
Okay, fine.
but his ears are a bit pointy. His skin has a green tinge to it. His eyes aren't quite normal.
Hmm.
I think he's talking about goods that aren't NAFTA approved. New wine to the Apex to the Far Sea.
Yeah,
The trade agreement.
it's fine. Certainly. Well, it would be good to have a contact while we're there. Um, Clint, do you have anything beyond just an investigation? Is there something you would like us to achieve in our time there?
That is up to you. I'm simply getting you there. You're the heroes. I'm simply the master of magicians.
Are we?
Are we?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
What we did prior to this was quite heroic. You're right. Perhaps I have gone into a new line of work. Okay, we're heroes. We could be heroes.
Dora, you are always better than an ice cream businessman.
Thank you.
Mm.
You're welcome.
Well, we can go in and try to assess the situation, I suppose. I don't know if we're trying to oust the leadership or Suppose we'll find out when we get there.
Yeah.
Just, you like to go in prepared when you're going into something that dangerous. I'm not prone to... I was about to say I'm not prone to flights of fancy. That's total bullshit. I mean, look at me. But...
I do often, but don't tell Jorah. I mean...
Something.
I can give you information, but other than that, I've not been up into the castle itself. I've not been invited.
Right. Do you know what? I take it this is a very particular type of person that gets invited there.
I suppose.
And quite possibly not people like us. This new king called Carmine, correct?
Yes.
What do we know of him?
I'm guessing he's a puppet king, as his legitimacy is truthful, but only just.
And we think it's the... what is the leader guy in the Shadowfell that's not the Raven Queen? Who's the other guy?
The Lich King.
Yeah.
The Lich King, yeah. We believe he is the Lich King's puppet.
That is the ongoing rumor.
Huh.
Okay. Alright. Has there been a higher presence in the streets of undead or Shadowfell-sourced entities?
Increasingly so day by day. More and more pour in. There are wights, gargoyles, vampires.
Yeah. Cool. We need to make sure we kit ourselves out for dealing with threats like that.
Mm-hmm.
I am limited in my magic, so I'm more of a utility caster. Well, maybe just turn it to T-Rex and just chew on them a bit. I don't know.
Could just
should I get like a steak of oak or something? Is that what I need?
Oh, to pierce their heart with. We'll get garlic too because that works.
And it also tastes great in dishes.
Do we know that garlic actually works, though?
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, yeah. But there are things that... there are things that we may know. What would I know about the fighting against creatures? Not necessarily just vampires, but...
Roll history check.
History.
I think you're slightly good at that, Jorah.
I'm a smidge good at it.
Ooh,
but that doesn't mean anything. 17.
Sorry, my laptop was a bit forward. I forgot to scoot it back, so that's on me.
17.
1 second. You know, there are various types of vampires. Vampire spawn, vampires themselves, and vampire lords. So there's 3 stages of vampires, depending on where you are in the hierarchy. You gather what you saw around the border control was probably vampire spawn.
Because they were Dampiers, correct?
Yes. Well, Dampiers are not vampires. They are a subclass or sub-heritage of vampires and humans, or humanoids. Dampiers are another creature altogether.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
But you did see some vampire spawn outside of the Dampier there. And a vampire lord is something you definitely want to avoid. They're not to be taken lightly. But vampires and vampire spawn are perhaps something you could deal with. You could destroy the vampire spawn with wood, but it gets increasingly harder to kill them the higher they are. It's mostly to do with age, their coven, and who they are.
Okay. Do I know what might be effective against them? Just so that I'm not metagaming.
You would have to do research. Vampires aren't common in the world. Until recently.
I mean, it might make her a little uncomfortable, but we could speak to the Grand Mistress. Um, get her hints and tips on.
I mean, we also know a certain individual that likes to take naps and has fangs. I mean, pointy ornaments in his mouth. He lives in River Castle. Lewis, the vampire.
Lewis.
He would probably
Rose
know.
Wyvern.
Oh, you're right.
Rose Wyvern. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. We could. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we can add, but ultimately, there's a lot going on there beyond just vampires. So, I'm not sure is the answer about general. So general, because the history roll was for general ways to combat undead creatures like vampires and wights, but other than the wood and the levels of vampires, everything else will have to be researched. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't really know much that's going to be useful to us, I'm afraid.
Let's see real quick.
Okay,
I might
Dora.
have something that can help.
If all else fails and the garlic doesn't work, we can serve them a nice meal.
Can I go ahead, because I have been to the Shadowfell, so I've met a couple of these interesting things, but I also have this.
Mm.
So even if I don't know anything, I know where we can find information to look for it. For, like, the vampires and things like that.
I mean, you would just have to do research in a library.
Yeah. So any library would have, like, the information. Like, it's basic information that would be in libraries. Okay.
Maybe not so much in River Castle, as it's very pro-undead. They might keep their secrets a bit more locked down.
Yeah.
But you definitely know that maybe Rose Wyvern or Winterdale would have that information.
I mean,
you would know that too, Jorah, that your library up in Winterdale would definitely have something like that.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, if we can be bothered popping home, we could check this out.
That means we have to find Jim, and he has to find us a circle again.
Well, not necessarily. I'm sure
Jam?
The kobold kind peeks his head up over the table. What?
Just checking to see where you are, hon. You enjoying your breakfast?
Yes.
All right, good.
Okay. Cool. 6 back now.
You have to just check, and I look over at our guest. You have to just check to see where it's at sometimes. Like, he's a very stealthy for a paladin. Like, but
a small target to look for.
Yes, exactly. But he is also here. Thank you for feeding our child. Like,
Casimir's like, it's fine. He's very adorable.
Right? Okay. Took a while to, like, warm up to him, but, you know. I hate children.
Yeah. Okay. If we want to research so that we're prepared, because I feel like going in there unprepared is going to be a really fucking stupid move. Because I don't know if I have anything to tackle this threat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mr. Clint, sir?
It looks to you, yes.
Is there perhaps a library in the Mage's Tower? Is it a tower?
It is a school, but
Oh,
yes.
hmm. Would they have any information?
Possibly. We are more the arcane, but I wouldn't see why it wouldn't be there.
And that would be in Dragonwall too, right?
Correct.
I would say that going to Dragonwall that's currently occupied by the undead, asking for books about the undead, might be a little suspicious.
You raise a good point, Daphne.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the teleportation circle there, isn't that in the Mage's school? College?
University.
It is currently on lockdown.
I see. I see. Well, I mean...
We need to get ourselves to Winterdale because it is bordered with Dragonwall. We'll be able to just go through border patrol.
That is true.
Traveling in there is going to be tricky, I expect. So
yeah.
Perhaps the more conventional way, and then if we do manage to get to Winterdale, quick hop in the library, bit of research so we at least know if we need to pick up anything to try and, avoid dying, then...
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
Well, it's
I mean, I don't know which is worse, but it's just an idea. I mean, I'm not the biggest fans of the how do you call them, the border patrol people, the nice people at the border between the countries. Perhaps we could politely decline their invitation for a chat and skirt around them, maybe.
It's worse if we get caught trying to sneak in than it is just crossing the border carefully and legally. Because Jorah and I were able to cross just fine with our paperwork, so we can. I think someone's drinking the freaking orange Doritos, and I'm jealous.
It's guava, actually.
Oh, it's the guava one? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Doritos so much. Like, I'm sorry. I recognize that bottle anywhere.
No,
I'm from Tejas. Like,
it's totally
anyway,
fine.
Sorry.
They sell in the shop across the road. In Scotland, who knew?
Sorry,
Right.
Sorry. Got distracted.
Yeah, I think
by Mexican soda.
Transport to Winterdale. Kurt, do you know of a methods by which we might be able to travel there somewhat conveniently from this location? To get to
The library of
Winterdale. Yeah. Winterdale.
Yes.
What would you advise?
Well, if you're ready, we can go now.
Oh. Sure.
I've just been waiting on you.
Huh.
Let me put on a shirt, maybe.
You mean you, like, come out from your bedroom undressed?
Oh, I heard people downstairs.
And you chose to come down undressed?
I mean, I have my talons.
I'm just... Okay.
I don't know.
It's fine.
Go put your clothes on.
Go get changed. Yeah.
Let's just get our stuff and we'll be ready to go. All right.
While we are moving around the city, is there anything you would like us to keep an eye out for or retrieve for you while we're there, Clint?
No, I have my own network, but thank you.
Of course, just happy to help,
Anyways, whenever you're ready.
We just get our stuff together, grab our kobold, grab our minotaur, and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have your kobold kind of tucked under your arm. He's just kind of stuffing a donut in his mouth.
My precious son.
Goodbye, son.
Well,
Clint, when you return, has moved the kitchen table out of the way and has started to draw what you recognize as a teleportation circle.
Oh, just right here in the kitchen. Okay.
I wish I could do that.
Well, won't she be able to at some point?
Maybe. Probably not.
Okay.
You could probably draw, maybe not that round of a circle, but at least something as pretty as that, Jorah.
Thanks.
You're artistic.
Yeah, I am artistic. You're correct. And I'm sure I could draw the circle. I'm just not able to magically teleport us, unfortunately.
Right. That's what that's for.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an arcane caster. I'm just not that kind of.
I
Are you
probably
ready?
will not. Be
Yes,
able to do
we're.
it. Yep, we're good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
He strikes the last rune and steps in, and you all follow after. Casimir kind of just hops in and says, "This is going to be fun." As you all vanish and shunt through time and space and find yourselves landing in a rather well decked out teleportation room. And you see several guards kind of lining an upper balcony, weapons raised and ready, pointing downwards at you. Clint kind of waves his hands at them, and they lower their weapons as he parades forward towards the door.
Hi.
This is my personal space, so I keep it well protected.
Well, that's totally fair. That's legitimate. Thank you for taking us here.
It was the fastest route, so
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, we need to head to get some research done at the library then.
come find me when you need me. Casimir will be at your side. He can notify me.
Thank you.
He nods his head and steps through almost a shimmering blue door and almost vanishes out of sight once he's on the other side. And you see him almost shift and phase out of your sight before he reappears almost 30 feet away. And just keeps going. That weird, odd shifting around him. Casimir just chuckles as he's like, "Well, I'm ready. Let's go research."
Mm-hmm.
He reminds me of a cat that doesn't really want to be nice, but is being... Anyway, let's go.
Oh, he would like that. Skitty clap Clint, as Casimir just laughs as he bounds through the door. The magic, whatever this magic was, doesn't seem to affect him as he just kind of slides down the set of stairs that are almost abruptly on the other side to your left.
Well, let's go. Oh, well. Follow.
I'm excited to see this guy.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, I might be able to learn that circle spell, just not right now. But hey, that feels like a useful one for me to learn, am I right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I believe in you, Jorah, because I certainly
Okay.
can't learn it.
I'll do my best.
Jim just nods as he's still eating his donut.
That's fair. Do you want me to learn that spell for you, Jim?
I know it.
You... You and I are gonna have words later. Boy.
Are they jelly words? Like
No.
jelly?
No, they're not jelly words.
Then no words. As he wiggles out of Daphne's arms and scoots off into the library.
He knows teleportation circle, and he brought us to that fucking... Let's go. I need to angry read. Books are self-care for Jorah, so
Your mischievous little kobold has disappeared into the library.
well, he can get to fuck. So I'm gonna go in to the counter that I'm likely very familiar with.
Mhm.
Hello again. Hello there.
You see a very sour-faced looking dwarf as he looks up at you and leans forward, squints. Yeah.
Good day. Wondering if you could expedite a quick search for us. We are needing to go and research on vampires, whites, gargoyles, just creatures of the Shadowfell. If there's like a section of the library dedicated to that.
All right, I'll get the archivist.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, sir.
He sits back and opens his book and flips the page.
I respect that. Okay, guys. Let's
Sure,
get her yeah.
I had a thought. What if
Dangerous. Carry on.
Yeah. What if vampires spread the myth about garlic and salt protecting against them because they like salty and well-flavored food? That would be genius.
Wouldn't it though?
Yeah. I wonder if
so
it's actually
maybe
true.
we should. It might not be, huh? If they're just double bluffing.
I don't know who to trust anymore.
I still think before we go in, we should have a nice strong plate of like garlic bread, cheesy top garlic bread.
You know,
just in case.
why don't you go read? I have some shopping I need to do.
If anything, just for a snack.
Yeah. I just want garlic bread as a snack.
Yeah. Nothing to do with. My armor needs to be repaired. You look at Or's armor; it's gleaming leather.
Enjoy.
Okay. Daphne, do you want to come and get garlic bread as a surprise for Jorah?
No, I want to read.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. A mouth's full of taco.
That's okay. I'm a little jealous.
Mm-hmm. You should be. Go get some garlic bread.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be back soon, Jorah.
Enjoy your armor mending.
Yeah, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
It's just all. Thanks.
Wait, or do you need? You're broke. You can't get armor mending when you're broke. Here, and I will give him 5 gold.
Thank you, Daphne.
You're welcome for the armor.
Yeah, leather straps. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You hear a small voice at probably around your calves. Armor runs about 30 gold to repair here.
Yeah, I know. It's for bread.
Thank you for the advice that we did not need. Hello. Can we? You go do the thing, or bye.
Will do.
You look down and you see a very pale-looking halfling, dark eye, like faded blue eyes, curly black hair, and he's just like, "What's up?"
Hi. Have I met him before?
Oh yeah, he's Harris Staffield.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember because I know that he's got a past with Daphne. I wasn't sure if Jorah had, but yeah, probably have at some point. Where are you? Hello.
What's up?
Research.
Okay, what kind?
I was gonna make a sassy comment there, and I feel like it's rude. And potentially something you could help with. What are you? Did you come here to find us?
No, I'm the archivist.
Oh.
That is called.
Oh, fab. Well, excellent. We're looking up, creatures of the Shadowfell broadly. maybe specifically white gargoyles, vampires, but we're looking for effective methods to combat or guard against them.
Cool, this way. He turns and kind of walks away.
Come on then, let's go. And I'll lead Daphne there.
He doesn't go.
Yeah.
He doesn't go too far into the library itself. Rather, he just goes to a side room and goes down a long hall and then to the right and opens the door. Okay, there you go.
All right.
Thank you. Do you have any books or point of interest that you would recommend?
Let's see. He looks towards the shelf and points to about 3 shelves up. Probably that entire top row.
Thank you.
Yep.
Are you just spending your days here now?
You can't do my job elsewhere, so yeah.
Just double checking out of character. This is the same halfling that got me out of the Shadowfell, right?
Yep.
Gotcha. And he was in what's us face before we got to the silence or whatever, like with a shop, and now he's working here. You are resourceful, sir.
Yep.
Okay. Like
he just gives you a very odd smile and just kind of just gestures into the room.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want whites, they're on the second shelf. If you want vampires, they're on the top shelf. There's nothing on the Lich King as that breaches the contract between the realms. Though if you look hard enough, you could probably find something historical outside of this archive here. Maps and such up to the Shadowfell. He turns and points to a very large volume of map books over there. Oh, my work. I'm very proud of. Yeah.
Are you familiar with the goings on in Cork right now?
I know there's a strong pull of the Shadowfell there. But I don't want to go there. That would be mad.
Yeah, absolutely. And we all know you're not mad whatsoever.
No, I'm perfectly sane.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for your help, Harris.
Yeah, thanks.
Of course.
If we need you for anything, do we have a convenient way of getting in touch with you?
Yeah, just shout.
In the library?
Yeah, why not?
Out of respect for fellow readers. Just one.
Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over at
I
Jorah.
mean, you could just ask your guide. Points over to Casimir.
Yes, we could.
Yeah.
You met him before?
Yeah. He sells pretty good shit.
I do like pretty good shit. Oh. Nice to see you again.
Yep. He turns and wanders away. Put everything back when you're done.
What do you think I
In
am,
order.
savage? Again. I wouldn't dream of doing anything else. Who does that?
As you look at the books, they're all out of order.
Oh, God. George just like has an internal cringe moment. You know, like when you look at a shelf and one book is like the wrong way in, and it's like, no.
They're upside down, the spine's a bit wonky, you're just like,
Who is in charge of this section? Is it Harris?
Casimir laughs. Probably.
I feel physical pain.
We're fine. Like, I know my way around books. Maybe not so many books, but, you know, I have a small library on my own. This is just the expanded version.
That does not mean this is okay. This is not okay to do, Daphne.
Listen, I've known the halfling. It's just what he does. do you want to split up? Like, do you want to take vampires and I take rats, or you take rats and I take vampires?
Yeah.
Okay, which one do you want?
I'll take whites.
Okay, and I'll go for vampires. All right, let's do this.
Okay. I'll do whites, but I also kind of want to see if I can find like a generic Creatures of the Shadowfell, and if they have like a section on preparedness for going to the Shadowfell and the sorts of things to bring with you, kind of deal. Is my angles.
Okay, you two can research that as we go over to Or. I just need to grab my D&D book because that's where all my information is.
What?
Do you want us to do the rolls now, or do you want us to just wait and do that after Or?
Now if you put them into Roll20.
Okay, so and then you can still see the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we get any sort of advantage because we were helped out finding the books?
You were pointed to where the books are, not so much as to what is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you both have researcher background,
Sage background.
Correctly?
Don't.
Yeah, I have researcher.
I'm an entertainer.
Sorry.
Definitely, if you provide bonus to Jorah, he can get the advantage. But if you roll separately, only you definitely would get the advantage.
Yeah, well, that's one roll at normal and one roll at advantage compared to just one roll at advantage. So I say do a normal roll and then you do normal and I'll go advantage. And if behind after or we still need help, I will help you again.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Would this be an investigation roll?
Yes, this is an investigation roll.
Oh,
gotcha.
I rolled history. My bad.
No, because you are physically looking for something.
Yeah. No, I know that, and yet I still.
History's more recalling and memory.
Yeah, it's still an roll. We're fine.
Yeah. Investigation's not my forte.
Okay. So we'll get back to that as I look for my book. Tell me what you're doing, or as I'm just gonna grab my book. I'm not running away, I promise.
Okay, take your time.
Nah, she's getting the fuck out of here.
Now's the chance to win. Take out the Lich King.
I've never heard anything more ridiculous.
My books, here they are.
Nice.
So what are you doing, Or?
Or is thinking about how to make garlic bread. He would probably go out the library, probably look a little lost in the lobby, and then go over to the receptionist and politely say, "Hello, do you know how to make cheesy garlic bread?"
The receptionist looks at you. If you want cooking books, they are on this floor. She slides the number over to you.
Right. I'm not the strongest reader. Perhaps you have a book with pictures instead of words?
She thinks for a moment and is like, writes down her number and hands it to you.
Oh, okay. And which way? Oh, okay, that way. Or is going to find a recipe as best he can, and is going to go to the closest kitchen or market and try to get some supplies, ingredients, and try to cook up a feast of garlic bread. Cheesy, ooey gooey, Parmesan-y garlic bread.
All right, make me an investigation.
Ooh, this is really my forte, guys.
Can't wait.
Investigation. That's a -1.
-1. You tried and find this book that you've been directed to. You find a book on how to make mushroom risotto.
Where's the bread? I mean, there's garlic, but I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense. I is there anyone around?
Yeah, there's a few librarians around.
Excuse me. I don't understand this book. Garlic bread and there's no bread. Help.
They look at you, look at the recipe. Oh, it's mushroom risotto, not bread.
Oh no. I can't. I'm bad enough at cooking, never mind books. Please help me. This music is perfect for Oral Library, by the way.
It's so tragic.
Right. Right. They reach over behind you and pull out a smaller book and hand it to you.
Does this one have pictures? Please say yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Would you like to trade?
He just takes the book from you and reshelves it. All right.
Thank you. Hora's gonna open the book. He's gonna close his eyes and peek at it. Does it have pictures?
There's pictures.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Hora's going to do his best to memorize the recipe for ooey gooey cheesy parmesan garlic bread.
Yeah, make me an intelligence check. Not a save, a check.
Okay.
For memorization.
That's a 4.
You think you got it?
Okay. Got the cheese and the garlic. That's all I need. Okay, I got this. Now time to find a market. Gotta get some food, some ingredients.
Is he still in the library?
Yeah, he's still in the library.
We are not there. Like...
Okay, I'm gonna look for the closest market.
All right, make me an investigation check.
I am very good at this. That's a 3.
Yeah, you somehow end up in the clothing district before redirecting yourself to the market district, about almost a half hour away from the library.
Okay, it's okay. I found it. I can do this. You just gotta tell yourself you can do this.
Make me a history check.
History check. Okay. That's a 7. That's above a 5.
So proud of you.
You gather the following ingredients: mushrooms, rice, bread, cheese, parsley, and a potato.
Okay.
That is garlic bread. In your memorization, because you looked at mushroom risotto and garlic bread.
I just gotta.
You just saw a potato that looked really nice for whatever reason. You're like, let's get that too.
I'm going to find the closest tavern, kitchen, inn, establishment that might have a kitchen and serve food.
Okay. You find one. It's called the Bard and the Bow. It's a nice upper-class looking pub. And you go in, and it is a nice upper-class looking pub on the inside. And what do you do?
I'd like to go in and approach perhaps someone behind the bar or someone who looks to be the proprietor.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
They look up at you and they give you once over. Yes.
He kind of has the bundle of groceries in his arms. I'm trying to make a surprise for a friend of mine. Food, you see. I was wondering if I might utilize your kitchen for a fee, a small fee.
Persuasion check.
He's actually not bad at persuasion. That's a 12. That's above a 10. I'll take it.
They kind of look you over, look at your groceries, and says, "Fine, be quick about it."
Thank you.
Holds his hands out.
I'll toss him probably the 3 gold that I've left or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go on to making my mushroom ris garlic bread.
Yeah, so roll wisdom.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Survival.
Yes. Yes, I am proficient in survival. And that is a 7. That is a 7. That is above a 5.
Listen, you have 2 rerolls. I'm just saying.
And a
nat 20. Like, I know you're leaning into this, bud. But I am just reminding you.
I am going to try and whatever comes out on the main plate, I'm going to put the potato on top and carve a smiley face into it with my mason's tool skills and a knife.
Yeah, make a dexterity check with your mason tools.
This is gonna be like when the kids finally make the meal for their parents for the first
5.
time.
Okay, so you make something and a potato with a big hole in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's smiling. It's smiling. Can you see?
It's more of a awkward ghost scream, but yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you've made something with a potato.
Yeah, this seems right. There's cheese on top. How could it be wrong?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take it out on a some sort of paper tray and wave thank you to the proprietor and find a bench outside the library and just sit there kind of like excited.
Did he add the garlic?
Waiting for Daphne and Jorah.
Oh, there's garlic. It's just not unsheathed or unclosed.
Oh no!
It's just raw garlic still in its bulb with a roll on a 7.
Oh God.
So, you've made something with a potato and you head back with your gift. And you two, while you're researching as you're going back, because it'll take you a while.
Yeah. I got an 18 bet there.
18 and an 11. Okay, with an 18, what are you looking for specifically?
So, I was attempting the 2-prong, but I'm happy for it to narrow into one if you would rather, as looking for books that might cover effectively Explorer's Guide to the Shadowfell of ways to be prepared to combat threats or shield yourself from threats in the Shadowfell. So like if they advise particular types of weapons or damage or things to be like a preparedness against
a survival guide.
Yeah.
The nature of the Shadowfell itself and how to survive.
Yes, because he could hone in on white specifically, but he's going more broad general, but specifically surviving the threats. Not necessarily the Shadowfell itself, but the creatures that you would find there.
Okay. Creatures
I hope
you
that makes sense.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
You will get from your research with an 18 the nature of the Shadowfell and some creatures, not all.
Yeah, that's okay. That's just it's more your broad general. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like you're going to the fire plane, you're gonna need fire resistance and maybe weapons with cold damage. You know what I mean? Like something. Yeah.
So for that, you learn that the Shadowfell, much like the Feywild, has crossings into the world at large.
Mm-hmm.
There are several points within the easterly border where the Shadowfell once kind of rested in the world before it was shunted to its own plane. You also learn that there are domains of dread where dreadlords have their own kind of pocket dimension that they can govern and rule. And that's what kind of, out of character knowledge, kind of what Strahd is. He's a dreadlord. He has his own pocket dimension in the Shadowfell. So it's like that. But you know that it is very hard to map the Shadowfell. It is very hard to follow the Shadowfell. You can adapt to it if you are a non-native there. You just lose a semblance of self and life almost. You still retain your natural life force. It's just something isn't right.
You get depressed as fuck, yo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, seasonal depression is all year long in the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
Like,
you know that there is despair that is part of the elements of the Shadowfell, and that the city of Evernight is its capital. You find the following creatures within it. Shadow dragons, undead creatures such as zombies, wights, vampires. And you also find cloakers and dark mantles, though there's not much on what dark mantles are.
Okay.
Cloakers, you know that they just kind of vibe on the material plane, but mostly in the forest. They don't really bother too many people. It's kind of a fad to have them as a pet currently. A weird fad, but a fad nonetheless. But on wights and vampires, you learn that wights are made, but not by the Shadowfell. They are on loan from Thayan wizards, so necromancers, who make them. They are easy to raise and easy to make, and they're not fun to be around. They are very talented and have their own sentience, so they are treated as people.
Okay. All right. Anything on the defense of or attack of creatures of the Shadowfell?
Defense. It depends on the creature. Radiance might work on 3.
Okay. So, Radiance magic. Do I read anything about the silver thing? Because I know that Daphne already knows about that, but does it come up in the book?
It doesn't seem to come up in the book. Okay. It could be an overlooked detail or something that just wasn't jotted down.
Or maybe someone paid to not put it in there.
Yeah, but it's something that you'd already learned when down there, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Roughly.
From what I recall, like I spent like a month down there. It
Yeah.
was like I imagine this is like a conversation that like Daphne is at the top of the ladder trying to with her 11 find
Yeah.
books, and she just sees one and she just tosses it down like to Jorah to catch. Like she's not looking in the books; she's just looking for vague titles that could be
Yeah.
about vampires, and just there you go, there you go, there you go,
Yeah.
like.
So
Mhm.
it's
But I,
between the two of you, you would figure that if there are whites, there are necromancers because they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because necromancers raise whites as servants.
Yeah.
So possibly Radiance is going to be a good thing. It's just I don't know how else we prepare for going in.
Well, from what I remember, like going into the Shadowfell period, a disguised self is very useful. Because most people down there are undead, so looking a little undead is sort of like kind of helps you get around less suspiciously. So that's what I had ended up doing, was just disguising myself to look a little more rotten, a little paler.
And I'll shift my color scheme fully into the because he's like a color slider, Jorah, between his Eladrin self and his Shatterkai soul, so I'll shift myself to look more fully Shatterkai.
Well, you see, that's fine. Now you definitely look like you belong there. However, because you are also a servant of the Raven Queen, they might not appreciate you.
Maybe I'm a defector.
Maybe. Well, if you also do that and look dead, then it might actually be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean,
now,
we're gonna
hold
have
on.
to try.
Now, wait a second, Jorah. Hold on. We haven't actually had a conversation about this. Are you part Shatterkai?
No, it's complicated. You've met my parents. They're both very much Eladrin. The result of a slight, I'm not sure if it's a mishap or an overshoot in the reincarnation process for elves. So I present a little bit with Shatterkai colors. And my initial memories in that first 100 years with elf dreams was of more Shatterkai things. It's very weird.
You're a reincarnation?
Yeah, all elves do.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's generally the belief system, but yeah, you have elf dreams.
Like, this is just something that's very new to Daphne, because she just doesn't she doesn't know much about being an elf. She wasn't raised by an elf. She didn't like spend her time with elves. Like, as far like Daphne is human in everything but name. So it's just like kind of, oh, all right. Okay. Well, what about, and she like motions to herself, does like half of me get reincarnated? Like, what's
no.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, maybe other races do, and they just don't have the capacity. I'm not really sure. You know me. I grate a little against overly elfiness. Probably just my own insecurities, honestly. But yeah, reincarnation.
Okay.
And Shatterkai are like big on like it is their full thing because they go back to her.
Yeah, no, that much I do remember. I guess that was just something that I missed, maybe purposely was missed in my homeschooling process. So.
Yeah.
Pastel goth.
Yeah, I just. He's definitely a pastel goth.
We're just two different versions of goth.
Yeah. cottage core goth.
Yeah, I'm a cottage core goth.
Yeah. It's probably, but you know what? It is actually quite fascinating to learn about. If you ever want to just like properly sit down and have a chin wag about it, we can.
Well, we're roommates now, so once we're done with this,
yeah,
we'll be able to.
Oh my god, there were roommates.
That's true.
Yeah. Like, so I can.
You know what we might have to do? We might have to just just getting distracted. It's fine because the books are in front of us.
Yeah.
I'm just saying is that when we get back, I think our first project should be building, because we'll have to like convert my bedroom, which is the library, into your bedroom. So what we'll do is we'll just make a new room for a bigger library.
Yes.
We'll add on to the house.
I have so much books to add to your library.
Like we'll just add on to the library. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Vampires.
Vampires. Yeah. We'll flick through and finish off our research. I mean, do you want to look up gargoyles or not? Sorry.
Oh, that's right. We could look up gargoyles. I don't know much about them.
Yeah.
Time to go looking. I'm gonna go look for gargoyles.
As you do that, or you return with your
masterpiece.
Or.
Hey, honey, did you find the baker and buy some garlic bread from them?
Yes, my armor came out great. Look at it gleam.
That's wow.
Daphne's gonna climb down from the ladder.
Is that potato cooked?
I don't know. But look at it. It's smiling, right?
Oh, it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Or if people lie to you, you will never grow. I gave you 5 gold to go buy a loaf, not to make your own, because I know you're bad at it. If we wanted to make bread, you could have just asked me. I know how to make it, but that whole point was that not to put any labor into this. Like, you should have asked for help.
You know what? Personal growth. He's tried to learn how to do this.
The potato's smiling.
No, it's not. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, yeah.
It's screaming in pain.
Well,
you know that eating raw potatoes are poisonous?
I'm gonna try some of the I'll probably eat around, like, maybe not the full cloves of garlic, but like something at the side of it.
Is it still doughy inside? Jorah,
the rice isn't cooked, the mushrooms are soggy.
I can guarantee I've put worse in my mouth.
I have not. Yeah, well, you are dating Beltane, but
Jorah, make me a constitution.
Oh no.
Daphne knows better.
I have put worse in my mouth.
It's crunchy, weird, and you're just trying to get through it. You don't get food poisoning, but
there's like 8 different textures in this. And that's one mouthful. Impressive, or that is at least something I would not expect.
I don't really remember how the mushrooms got into the garlic bread, but it made sense at the time, and Daphne always says cooking is magic. Right?
No, cooking is science.
That's the one. That's the one. That's what she always says.
Mm-hmm.
And just to go with the spirit of magic, I guess did I improvise? I think I can't remember. I tried to improvise. You know what? I should stop improvising when I'm cooking.
Jorah.
Maybe leave the magic to the casters.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I'm really sorry. I tried
No,
to...
you know what? The gesture is what counts with these things.
Thanks.
And I very much wholeheartedly appreciate the gesture.
Well, maybe
And thankfully, all the booze drinking has given me an iron gullet, so I can swallow anything, honestly.
Thanks for being nice, Dora. And thank you for being honest, Daphne.
And we all know Jorah's a swallower.
Sure is.
Anyway.
We're gonna go to the bakery, Jorah, when we leave, and we will buy garlic bread. Okay. You owe me 5 gold.
Okay. At least we have the potato.
That potato deserves to be put to rest. It has gone through enough.
It's true. Do you think we should bury it?
Yes.
It's a bit green.
Put it out of its misery.
Just put it under. Just put it under.
No. You should open up the window and just yeet.
Just
out the window.
Just yeet. Hand me the potato, please.
Okay, I'll hand you Bernie.
Oh, you named it. Oh, you poor thing.
Feel the burn.
I'm sorry, your sacrifice wasn't in vain. I'm gonna go to the window and I'm gonna yeet the potato out.
I was kind of joking, but well done.
Yeah, roll me a D100.
Great.
You have a good throw, Daphne.
I have a 19 strength with my gauntlets, okay? Like,
this is something entirely different.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm a great eater.
I love this.
I want to just see what it
So
hits.
Daphne's a eater, Jorah's a swallower. We're good. What? Because Casimir got something new.
Casimir's just watching all of this.
So Casimir,
I can't believe you are the heroes of the realm.
this is entirely why we're the heroes of the realm.
Yes.
Casimir.
So,
For our lack of gag reflex and our throwing arm.
As you say that, you hear a window break and you hear a very angry shout.
It's okay. They don't know it was me.
Over's gonna go over and quickly close the window and just kind of not be beside it. Maybe we should close the shears.
Sure. Let's. Yep. Wonderful. It's moments like this that remind me why I do all of this.
It's true.
Or is gonna take a close look. Do you think Jim would eat it anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim probably would have. But the thing is, I actually care about like that piece of shit. So I don't want to poison him.
Jim might be our level to know how bad it is, though, because if Jim says no,
it's gone now. So it doesn't.
Well, that's true.
It's true.
Oh, I thought you meant the rest of the garlic bread.
Oh, the rest of the bread. Oh, yeah. You should just
anyway,
throw that
should we
out
do a
too.
quick, do we want to look at gargoyles or do you just want to go?
Gargoyles turn to stone when there's sunlight. There's none of that in the Shadowfell.
So we need like a sunlight thing? I can't do that.
I wonder if like a sunlight thing would just work.
Don't know. I don't have radiant magic. I don't have silver weapons. I don't have jack.
I have radiant magic.
But I can dimension door me the fuck away. So
so I do have radiant magic. I mean, I do have some gold. Do we want to go and see if there's anyone in town that will silver some weapons for us?
Yeah, maybe some holy water.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's easy. You just go to a cleric and you just give them the jug. Like,
sure.
I mean, technically, I might even be able to bless it if I really try. I mean,
ceremony spell, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it's a ceremony spell. Okay.
For blessing water.
Gotcha.
But yeah, sure. Let's go get us some silver pointy things.
Sure. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. I do have a light crossbow. I could just get silver bolts.
Silver bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get a few dozen of those. Yeah. That works.
So silver bolts, and then all's breaking loose. T-Rex. Chopped up.
You think cold steel will be good enough, or is gonna look at his lances?
I mean, it won't hurt. I mean, it will
That's the
hurt.
point.
Hopefully, hopefully it actually will kind of hurt. But like,
yeah.
Point of reference, Casimir kind of leans forward. You're going against a horde of undead, yes?
Possibly. Well, we don't actually know where we're getting there, but we're assuming that to be the case, given what we saw when we left.
Sure. Anti-magic fields might be an issue.
Yeah.
Counter spells.
Well, I can counter spells. That's one thing I can do.
You can? That's great.
Yeah, that's about it, though. Well, no, I can Dimension Door the fuck away. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're not sweating. We are sweating. That's why we're here doing research. What would you advise, Casimir? Are you going to try and sell us something? Please do.
No, my aunties wouldn't like if I just sold you things outright without the permission.
Well, that's not a very shrewd business-like approach, but okay.
It is a bargain when it comes to us, as in we make deals.
Oh, you're like that? Okay, well, I try not to, because the last time I entered into a bargain, someone I got branded, so...
Oh, that's what they call it.
My auntie bargained a woman for the child she was carrying and got her daughter. In exchange for her dead husband, of course.
Of course.
Are you and they, Fae leading?
I suppose.
I mean, I lean a little bit Fae as well. Sorry. It's an in-joke. Interesting. Well, I'm not sure if anything we could enter into a bargain with would help us defeat hordes of undead. What would you advise for that?
Just be safe. Don't get into a horde. Run when you need to.
Yeah, that sums up my experience.
Good.
That's been our track record up to now.
Are well prepared. Take out those you can. Learn
just
to
run.
barter.
Yeah. Or flies away. Me and Daft Dimension Door. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think trying to avoid a fight.
Yeah.
Catch your scent.
Well, that's going to be tricky because I smell wonderful.
I think the thing is we shouldn't be,
I know.
You know what? It's easy. I'm just gonna find something dead, and I'm just gonna put it in my fanny pack, and I'll be good.
Alright.
Oh, no. You want us to actually smell Daphne.
What?
If you look and act like undead, you will be perceived as undead.
Do I have to smell undead?
Unless you want a vampire nibbling at your neck.
Yeah.
It's for the things that mine. I'm not gonna lie, but
for the things that can smell you, sure.
You would love Yuri. He's a fantastic vampire within the city.
Oh, Yuri, you say?
I actually kind of
I'm just
sort of have an ally in the Shadowfell. I have 2 allies actually in the Shadowfell, I would say. But I don't know exactly where in the Shadowfell we're going, so...
You had that red wizard Susan.
There was Susan, and there was a Dampire, actually, that was very kind to us.
Well, I don't think, because here's the thing.
If we're going into the city, we don't... though, now that I think about it.
Well, are we likely... Perhaps you can help us with this, Casimir. Has the area basically become a sort of pocket dimension of the Shadowfell itself?
No, it's more of a very large presence of the Shadowfell.
Presence, but it's not necessarily being influenced by the sway of the Shadowfell environmentally.
I suppose that would be a correct assessment, as Strangely enough, Dragonmore was never part of the Feywild nor the Shadowfell during the conversion.
So it's just got presence, as in people and creatures, not environmentally having shifted.
Yes, not yet.
Okay. So we're mostly just going to be trying to go under the radar of the people that are living there now.
Basically.
And gathering information? Are we trying to, are we going to try and lead a coup? Are we going to be starting a revolution?
That is up to you.
Oh, man.
Recapturing the city they so wonderfully took from underneath our feet would be a blow to their efforts.
I have always wanted to lead a revolution. This is a song I have in mind. Yeah. I'm ready. I'll have to consider what outfit I wear to lead a revolution. It's very important, represented in art afterwards,
Sure.
We should make little rosettes. Yeah. It's fine. We're good. Alright. Thanks for the information, Casimir.
Of course.
Where would you recommend we lay low if we need to?
I'm so glad you asked. And he pulls out of his pocket a map of the city of Cork. And he has 3 spots marked. This is the safe houses I control. He circles 2 more. These are the safe houses my aunties control. You would be welcome in either home.
We'd be safe from hordes there?
You would be safe from what we deem unfriendly.
I see.
I'm muted. Is there already people behind this revolution?
Myself, Master Salvatore, of course.
Mm.
Few others I will not name here.
Mm.
We don't particularly enjoy our city being taken from us.
No. But you're small in number?
Small in number, but big in heart.
Perfect for a revolution, honestly.
If you can find these circles a spot near the castle, but you, Jorah, would know that it's on the cliffside, more on the beach. If you can get here, though it's heavily guarded, you would have a fast ally. One that we desperately need.
Is it the dragon? Okay.
If you can find them.
Oh, shit. Cool. Okay. All right. We can try to do that. Cliff side of the castle is a safe. All right. I imagine though, like there's a strong concentration of dark entities by the castle.
Oh yes.
Mm. Okay.
Do you mind if I just copy a sketch of the map? I won't let it fall.
He folds it up and tucks it away.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry, but you're going to be searched at the border.
I see.
No, it's sensible. At least we know the better. At least we're getting in there. We can maybe learn more once we're in, but I think that's sensible. Okay. I can make myself look how I wish. What are we gonna do about you guys?
I have disguise self.
Okay. Or
I can try feeding them my garlic bread.
Dear God, no. Please, you're gonna get arrested again.
Yeah, it's true.
They probably have true sight, though. That's the problem. Whereas, like, being able to just see magic happen, I wouldn't put them past that. So we have to also consider that if we're going against some high level creatures. So even with like,
I mean, we managed to get into the country already.
Right. So like that was like the thing. Like I have a right to be in Dragonwall, and they might actually, worst case scenario, the thing that can get me in trouble in other places might actually be good in that place.
I thought that is why Mr. Salvatore has invited you along.
Because of my abilities.
Does he know about that? Oh my, oh shit.
Yeah. There's a possibility he had dealings with my daddy or some sort or the other. People in power know who we are. Like, that's not a thing that surprises me, because most of the people that we did our work for was for people in power. They paid us to keep quiet, and we keep quiet, and they keep quiet, and they continue to get our services.
Okay.
So, like, it's the common folk that I'm mostly worried about, because
it's the common folk will sell you out in a heartbeat.
Yeah, the common folk will sell you out into a heartbeat if they don't just burn you at the goddamn stake, as we have seen. Like,
but it's just as soon it was because of your hero-like status. Master Salvatore had invited you, not because of your magics.
Oh. Well, I was talking. Well, you and I were talking about two different things, because I was saying that
I learned a lot. It was fantastic.
Good. Wow, you were. Hi, my name is Daphne. I'm a necromancer.
It's fine. As we know, this is something that we're gonna try to spin as a good thing. It doesn't matter that.
Yeah.
It's probably better if you are our ally within these walls. I think you knowing things like that isn't terrible.
Honestly, I think honesty in as the less lies that we have to tell, the better. Going into that, kind of like we did before. And as far as our companions who were probably flagged, like, let's be honest about that. That is the problem. Like, I'm not worried about Jorah and I'm worried about being flagged.
If you're willing to make a deal with myself, I could help.
I'm not going to speak for or for Zev on that. So.
Yeah, that's
There is one option we haven't discussed.
Yeah.
There's an old move that we trained for. We didn't really have that many issues with things that saw better in the dark than in the light in Falcon Shore, but when the sun gets high, I mean really high, like noon, I heard that some creatures that don't like the sun have trouble looking into it. I can fly very, very high. It takes me hours to get up there, and it's not necessarily safe. There are big birds up there. But, I mean, the sky's the limit, right?
You just want to fly over. I mean,
I would need a safe landing spot. It is.
You would, and Zeph can fly too, so he'd probably go with you up there. So that could. The other options, the other options are, at least for one of them, and I will like hold up my amulet. I do have an amulet of non-detection on me. I could possibly put it on one of them as I turn them into something cute and cuddly, like a pet or familiar, to take them through. And that might help against seeing if they're critters. But, I like the flying into the sun idea. I just hope it's not a cloudy day.
Yeah.
A point of counterpoint to your quite well thought out idea. The closer you get to the city, the more darkness is gathered. Druids aren't always good.
I see. I
What's
see.
under the city?
Caves, mostly. The very important sewage system.
No.
Sewage service.
You're like, no, not the sewage system. And Daphne is just like, I mean,
If you can access it, sure.
we can find
You
access.
just have to be very smart about it.
I mean,
Yeah.
we don't have to cross the land border. Winter Dragonwall does have,
An ocean border.
yeah.
I feel like it'll be as policed as.
It'll be as
Right, here we go.
policed. And here's the thing: as someone who crosses borders often in real life and in game, like sometimes you just have to go to a different border point.
Yeah.
It's really just the whole like encountering the same guys as we did before. Like even if there is a flag on your passport, most of them will just be like, okay, there's a flag, and then like move along. I mean, I still kind of say just going there and just crossing, because again, you were caught before by being sneaky, so if you're caught again being sneaky, it ain't good, is what I'm saying. So why don't we just all cross like normal and be like, because leaving here, we went, like the last time we crossed, we were coming into this country, so it would make sense to travel back into that country to go back to our house, like where we live. So like we're not doing anything suspicious by just going back after we were here for a while.
It's true.
And you would have an archmage to vouch for you.
Yeah, look, we do.
Mr. Salvatore is
He's coming with
you.
us. Oh, you see, look, we have like convenience.
We're going in. We're an attaché. We're visiting the
university. Absolutely. Oh, see, we're good. Let's just and you know what? If anything goes wrong, we'll handle it when it goes wrong, like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
But let's try and avoid things going wrong.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I mean, I can be going there to learn new ways to control my magic and flourish as a caster.
Perhaps some of your bodyguards. You know, there is reports of things in Dragonwall.
Mm-hmm.
And my offers does still stand in regard to my transform form.
I appreciate your generous offer.
Nah, I'm good.
No, you two are fine. It's your Eric Cochran and Minotaur that are the issue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
The effects would only be temporary.
what kind of effects were you talking about?
You see him grin as he sits back. Your form will be true, even to all eyes that see.
Are we talking about a real shape change? Not
Of course.
I
For a
see.
price, naturally. I do not offer my wares for free. Even to friends. I've got to make money.
Or looks nervously down. I think I should trust Daphne on this one.
Yeah, you should.
I think glances to Jorah. I think we'll might take you up on your offer later.
There will be no later.
I see.
I'm very short on supplies, and if I make this offer to somebody else, it is gone. I cannot give it to you. You could save it for later, of course.
Oh, I see.
It is simply a potion. Not very nice tasting, I'm afraid.
Can't make the decision for you, friend.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'd rather brave either a long swim and some sewage tunnels, or the high skies, as dangerous as they are, than an unknown potion. To be honest,
I've told you what it does.
Yeah.
I think it's more the price that might be an issue rather than the potion. I fully trust your skills with the magic of it.
Oh, the price is simple. I just want a bird feather, particularly one of his. A keepsake.
Just one feather?
Just one. It doesn't need to be flighted. One of your down feathers.
I mean, there's lots of pigeons in the city.
You should make it some sort of caveat on that.
Them.
Yeah. Would it be alright to add an addition of said feather not being used in magics that affect him?
It would not be used for him.
What would it be used for?
A potion of flying.
Hmm.
I simply need an Eric Cochrane feather.
My insight check, just to be sure.
Yeah, I'm staring him
He's
down
my boy,
as well.
so I'm you know,
Mm-hmm.
just being protective for him.
Should I roll?
Or would you roll?
I rolled a 6.
I haven't yet.
Okay.
I was waiting. That's a 6 as well.
Casimir Bogdutter is very honest and forthcoming to all of you.
I mean, just a potion of flying?
Just a potion of flying.
I mean, it doesn't seem that bad, Jorah.
Yeah, if you feel it's worth it, I'm happy for you to make whatever deal you feel comfortable with.
I mean, it's just a feather, and I don't have to drink it. It might be really useful.
Yeah. So it would just be a true shape change, effectively, for him?
Effectively, yes.
That even true seeing can't see through?
It is as true as the sky in the night that shines with stars.
Or he's gonna nod. Pull out a nice down feather from his breast and offer it. Do we shake?
If you want to. He takes the feather, holds it up, twirls it between his fingers, and it vanishes, and he extends his hand.
I have your word that no magic besides a potion of flying?
My word is my bond.
I'll take the potion. What does it look like?
He hasn't given it to you yet.
Oh, I see.
But he still extends his hand out to you.
I'll hesitate for a moment and then grab it.
As you grab his hand, there's a surge of magic between you, and you just see him smile. And for a moment, or you see moss, twigs, and cattails kind of crawl across his face and decorate his hair.
Mm-hmm.
And he just gives you almost a very crooked grin before it fades. And he pulls out of his pocket a simple green potion and hands it to you. Thank you.
You're well. What are you?
First and only of my kind.
I'll look to the potion. Just a simple green homogeneous liquid?
Yeah, nothing seems overly spectacular about it.
Okay.
You could
What-
easily mistake it for a medicine bottle.
I'm gonna uncork and just keep it a distance away and take a sniff.
You get the smell of evergreens that fade into almost a bright honeysuckle flavor. It reminds you a lot of summer.
Gonna recork it. Doesn't seem that bad, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem that bad.
Okay.
It was nice doing business with you, Master Orr.
I feel
Was-
so uneasy.
Nice doing business with you too. I don't know what I expected, but definitely wasn't honeysuckle.
It's a little gift I add in there.
Well, thank you. I think.
Makes the taking easier overall. I guess the metaphor is a spoonful of sugar.
I guess.
How long does it last?
It'll last you about an hour. So use it wisely.
Thanks. I think.
Hmm.
I guess.
And if you ever need any wares from myself, he produces a card with the almost shifting gold to silver lettering. Simply the name Casimir. And it hands it to you.
Dude. Oh, it's a nice card. You don't often find that thick cardstock anymore.
I go out of my way.
Yeah.
Just simply call my name on it, and I will come.
Okay.
I take it that's for the others as well.
If you're calling on my aunties, no. Just me.
Yeah. I won't be calling on. Listen. My quota of Fae I am beholden to is already taken up. I'm afraid, but
Yes, I see the magics now.
yep.
Beholden
It took a
to.
while.
Hmm?
It took a while, but I see him now.
Okay.
I was wondering what that horrible stench of spring was.
Oh, ouch.
He laughs. Don't worry. If your failing is spring, it's fine.
I mean, it's also the season I lean towards in my personal.
The Eladrin spring is not the Fae spring.
No, it is not.
Your spring is much better. Lots of
Thanks.
booze.
Lots of booze. Booze, partying, art, happy fun times.
He just smiles, satisfied as he twirls the feather once more in his fingers, satisfied with his prize.
Well, enjoy flight.
I plan to.
It's don't fly too high.
It's not for me.
Do you know my patron well?
No, I don't know your patron. I just recognize the magic of spring. They cast us out years and centuries ago from their courts. My aunties hold a very long and begrudging feud.
Is that against all Fae beings?
No,
Just spring?
The Sealy courts, mostly.
Ah. Well, that's unfortunate.
It is the way of things.
It is indeed. Old beef is still beef. Well, I'm sorry that I have the stink of spring on me.
It's fine. I'll just tell my aunties I've been rolling around in flowers when I go see them next.
That's how I do it.
Stupid question. Is the potion like booze? If we split it in half and make 2 doses, will it...
No. It's a single dose.
Oh. I see. Okay.
Again, use it wisely.
I will.
And think when you want to return. Otherwise, the effects are permanent.
Oh. I will make sure to.
Unless you want to turn it into something really cool and just want to stay that way.
I mean, being a wyvern wouldn't be that bad.
Sure, do they have opposable thumbs?
They don't have thumbs at all because wyverns don't even have front legs. Like they just have the thing on their back.
That would be
like
an unhappy existence. No.
So their thumbs are like on their wings.
No, hands and thumbs are very important.
Mm-hmm. You should. You know what? You should just be a giant raccoon.
That's a good idea, but I'd miss wings.
You should be a giant flying raccoon.
Turn into a diva. You can still fly.
That is true. You could just be an angel the rest of your life.
I mean, aren't I already an angel?
No, you're a bird.
Oh.
He doesn't lie to you. Remember this, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Like
I mean,
emotionally,
turning into a diva would be a surprise move on your end.
Yeah. Giant fucking diva just walking into the
like honestly,
Dragon
to be fair, like you could just be a diva and just probably go into Dragon Wall and fuck their shit up right around. So like, ooh, no, we should get in there first and then diva it up. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Or is giving this fine person a feather, Daphne.
Oh, excuse me?
Yep. In exchange for that potion.
Did you give your soul to this person?
Oh, I do not collect souls. That's rude. That's rude.
Okay, what did you give?
He points to his chest where a feather is prominently missing. He said it was for a potion of flying.
And he gave you a potion of true polymorph?
I did.
Can I insight this, bro?
Yeah.
I want to see,
tried,
like...
We got 6.
Okay, I am a little bit better at this shit. Can I roll dice?
Yes.
Alright,
You
cool.
can roll physical or non-physical.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a physical. I don't have Daphne's in here,
I think
but...
so, because it's down on my end as well. Like,
Yeah.
it just keeps glitching out on me.
Yeah,
it's like up and down.
Okay, so I rolled a natural 16 plus 6, so that's a 22. I'll even just show you the dice so everyone can believe
those
me.
are pretty.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. They're my Gloomstalker's dice. So,
I love them.
because she's a Gloomstalker, but also a celestial sorcerer. So it's like greenish, dark gold. Yeah. So
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Anyway, so 22 with my insight.
22.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just
22. 1 second. Okay, they're the same number. Yeah, no, he's gonna use it for potion of flying.
okay.
He seems, despite his weird nature, he's pretty straightforward and honest with all of you.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to be objectively trying to deceive you.
Okay.
I mean, it makes me uneasy as well, Daphne, but...
You're safe this time around. Thank you for
I
your
am
assistance.
entirely not anyone who can judge people about accidentally getting into shit with Faye.
I can.
She can.
Yeah.
She may be the only one.
Like,
I don't think we really know the depths
Sorry.
of what's going on with Zev, but
yeah, Twitch might be down. It's so weird. Like, I'm still like live streaming, but
Yeah.
the screen, the actual cameras are still working, but there's no chat, no.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because of what happened yesterday.
It's maybe just
And they're scrubbing a lot of bad content at the moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's probably that.
Oh yeah, no, it's completely corpolied.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're.
Anyways, but Casimir seems, fine. He's honest with you. He's just a strange man.
I appreciate your offer, I think, Mr. Casimir.
It's no longer an offer. It's a made deal.
That thing. You might have helped us a lot.
That is my duty.
Thank you. Do you guys want to set off for the border, or do we need to prepare
silver
more?
weapons?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That. How are we gonna get those across?
That is the $1 million question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bag of holding. I mean, it's where I keep my bolts anyway.
They'll if somebody has to take magic, they'll know it's a bag of holding. My suggestion is we have a shit ton of mundane items over our silver set.
I think, people traveling with bags of holding, they're fairly common.
That is true. Mm-hmm.
Especially for a traveling bard as fabulous as I am. You know, I need it for carrying all my instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure your weapons are wrapped so they don't tear a hole in your little bag.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. It's okay. I have plenty of cheesecloth with me.
You know what you should do?
Yeah.
As a funny little trick.
Mm-hmm.
You should open a hole to like the abyss or something. Get like a portable hole, and then open your bag of holding and rip it up and just tear a hole in reality.
Or fill the bag of holding with like flammable grease as much as will fit into a bag of holding, and then just pop that fucker and just watch like a tidal wave of flammable oil and then light fire to it.
Oh. How about a reality tear and flames? That sounds fun.
Yep, both at the same time.
Daphne is gonna slowly back away and like stand next to Orr as the two of you are going on about your weapons of mass destruction. Like,
yeah.
Perhaps
he's my roommate.
Holy water. Fill it with as much holy water as you can. Get all these undead fucks. Pop. It's like a giant.
It only worked with vampires.
Well,
the whites don't care.
Well, I imagine the vampires might be. That's gonna be vampires. I'll at least irritate the fuck out of a lot of them. Distraction, and then we run away. Don't get into the fight. You just distract them so much with the sudden tidal wave of a lot of water, and then run away.
That's
so.
Fabulous.
I actually have a better idea. I have the spell Heat Metal.
Yes.
Right, so we have heat metal. So what if we instead go for a lesson on silvering our weapons? So we're just carrying our silver currency with us. And then once we are across the border, we silver our own weapons.
Do you know how to do...
That's why I said we go take a class.
I mean...
One class isn't going to perfect mastery behind the weapon.
I mean, it requires... You don't just melt silver on top of these things. You have to use ionized water. You know what? I'm not going to reveal any more of my nerdishness in front of any of you. But it won't work. I may have read a book on it once. Shut up.
I can search for a blacksmith that is friendly to you once you're inside.
We could do that. I think that might even...
I'm going to carry silvered weapons or be willing to silver things once we get there?
If you go to the blacksmith I'm thinking of, she'll be more than happy to service whatever you need.
I think that
But
might even.
I'm going to seek her out as a favor to me, so you will have to owe me one.
Seems
I
worth
don't
it.
do deals for free.
Seems worth it, I think. What do you think, Kai?
Well, why don't we just get the silvered weapons and put them in the bag of holding?
Yeah, we could do that. Like
they didn't ask us to like turn out the bag.
Yeah,
of holding
like we can do that. If they're found, then we just do that thing where like, oh man, the bag of holding was so deep, I just didn't realize it. Like,
Could.
I'm not gonna lie for you. I can't fucking lie, so you better be really good at it.
But it won't necessarily be. I mean, there's a lot of shit in this bag, and if we get other things, and it's just in amongst all the stuff we have, we also have silver weapons. You're like, oh yeah, we were fighting, whatever, a fucking werewolf up in Orkeep. Like, who's gonna?
Okay.
It's not a lie to say that we have those weapons to fight certain types of creatures.
It's fine.
They've no reason to,
Okay. Like, I'm just paranoid. I'm just trying to cover all the bases. I'm not trying to create, like, more problems for us. Last time was rough, and I'm just making sure it's not going to be as rough. And now that we have an actual...
This is an instance where we... Over-caution is a sensible thing. And I do think being sensible about things is the way forward. But we can at least attempt. Worst comes to worst, they confiscate it. But if we have a legitimate reason, like if we're adventurers, of course we're going to have different types of weapons.
That is true.
It would be weird for them to immediately be suspicious because it's silver. Because then we'd be like, why is silver a problem?
That is true.
All right, let's go. It's not illegal to have that, I don't think.
Let's go buy some silvered weapons then. Let's go get some weapons silvered. I have a mace, so I don't think my mace is very good silvered. So I might have to get like a short sword or something. But
you can buy something that's already silvered.
Yeah, and to be fair, as when it goes down to it, I'm probably the one that could do pretty fine without having silvered weapons, because of my ability to just make my flying angel snakes appear around me. So it's kind of a big help to do that.
I think it would be most useful for Jorah to get some bolt heads.
Yeah.
And
yeah, the bolts for sure.
I think at least one silver point for my lance.
Okay.
Lances, at least one would be useful.
Yeah. You could just wear it as a hat on the way in so that they just look like a bit kooky.
I mean, it would be appropriate. It is a cone.
Worst comes to worst, like I have some magic that we could be creative. Like we're just trying to cover as much bases as we can and try to get away with what we can. So if we can buy them here while we have the cash, why not? If not, then when we get in there, hopefully we can, if they confiscate it, be like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad, I didn't realize we couldn't. It's not an uncommon thing for adventurers to be carrying on their person. And then get things redone once we get in there. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, because who knows what we're going to run into before we get to the capital.
Yeah.
All right.
Jorah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I do have... Yeah, it is. I am a little short on cash, and I do have some debts. Kind of avoids Daphne's gaze to pay. Do you know if there might be any tournaments, like jousting tournaments around?
I mean, I'll just give you money, or I feel like we might not have the time to do a jousting tournament.
Yeah, just for the future,
Sure. Once we deal with this current issue, we can go and we can find some tournaments to be in. Because let me tell you, I can ply a lot of business, both as a bard and as an ice cream salesman at tournaments.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, I'm not very employable.
You don't need to be employable. You're a fucking head of a noble family. In fact, heads of noble family are very rarely employable.
Yeah, I guess.
You're fine. You have importance in your position and who you are.
Just wish I, could contribute more financially.
Well, that's what the adventuring's for.
I guess.
Or start your own business. Like I get cash. We are actually on retainer. We're meant to be getting money from the Ashen Tree.
Don't they have a branch in the city?
This city? Oh, maybe not. Possibly. I can message Hubert to see if I've got any cash coming in on my business end. But we're meant to be getting money. I don't know if it's every month from Beltane.
Yeah, you're still in the first month. You've not left this month yet.
Okay. Oh gosh, that was a while ago. Was that? That was when they first rescued me. So Aura might not be actually one of the retainers, unless you signed up to do that afterwards. But me and Daphne certainly are meant to be.
Well, I wouldn't mind you or me or someone talking to Beltane about it.
Whatever you need between now and then, just ask me for it, okay? I have cash. I've got you.
Thanks.
I'm gonna be someone's sugar daddy.
I think it would be a good idea to get at least one of my lances silvered.
Yeah, we'll get the weapons silvered. We've got you.
Thanks. I didn't know how to handle that. Not used to not having. Thanks, Dora.
Worth-wise, money isn't everything.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's fine. You're rich of heart.
Oh, thanks. I mean, kind of got that just when I gave it all away, but
I don't know if that was rich of heart. That was stupid of brain, but
I mean, the first giving away was stupid of brain. The second one.
The second one was the good of heart, yeah, because you gave the rest of it to them. That's fair. That's all right. We're good. I've got you.
Yeah, thanks.
Let's go get some weapons.
Yeah, blacksmith.
Woo!
Right. Make an investigation check for a blacksmith.
The green screen is glitching out on your camera because you're wearing green.
Are we all rolling, or are we?
I'm just gonna go ahead and
investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. No. A 3 on the dice.
Because it's not the right shade of green.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Roll right now.
This is my hometown, but I ain't got dick on where a blacksmith is.
Oh yeah, no, I rolled an S. I rolled an 8. Like, I don't know.
Maybe ask my dad. It's been a while. I've forgotten.
I'm gonna look for.
I was literally here getting armor like a few days ago.
Living here.
I bought studded leather while I was here.
Yeah, it just seems to fall in out of your brain. It's like, fuck, I don't know.
Daphne has a horrible sense of direction. Okay, she doesn't travel much, and when she does, it's on one road.
Yeah, I spent 100 years of my life here, but I didn't buy armor. I have things bought for me.
I'm gonna try and look for the telltale smoke, the black smoke of smelling of sulfur and soot.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll investigation as well?
Mm-hmm.
Here goes nothing. That's a 9, guys. That's a 9.
Find the bakery.
God.
Found it, guys.
God.
Exactly where we need to be right now.
You turn around, about 2 shops down is the blacksmith.
So, garlic bread?
Yes, bought some garlic bread.
You know,
I definitely want to get some garlic bread, but no, we need silver weapons. So.
Oh, okay.
So you go to the smith, and
Yeah.
Casimir's at your side, just watching you guys, amused smile on his face as you go up to the smithy, and you see a half-orc woman kind of bent over an anvil, working on something small. It looks like a ring. Before she hands it off to one of her apprentices, and she looks up and is like, "Yeah,
Hey, silver weapons. I hoping for crossbow bolts, but happy to take whatever.
got the silver."
Uh, no,
I think we
All
have the
right.
currency, but maybe not the silver.
No, it's just if you have silver, it would come off your initial cost. But if you don't have it, it's a higher
No.
cost. That's all.
Would,
I have.
do you
I
have?
imagine some of my 524 gold is actually in silver coins, but I don't know.
Silver coins won't apply here because
Yeah.
they're not pure silver,
Mhm.
and you would need more than you can provide.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, is the answer. We do not have the silver.
Do you mind if I? I'm sure you have some pieces of work, weapons lying around, armor. Do you mind if I just take a look?
Yeah, go into the shop. Give me your weapons.
Okay.
Okay. I'll give her some crossbow bolts. I'm happy to buy if you have any in stock. I'm happy to buy more bolts and.
I have about 20 bolts in
Sure,
stock.
I'll take another 20 on top of what I have then. Sure.
No.
I don't think I have. Oh, I have a dagger. I'll get this done as well.
Anything else?
I'm just looking. I will buy either a short sword or a dagger from you and have that silvered, please.
All right.
I'm gonna look around as the balance and workmanship of her piece is good.
Make an insight check.
Okay. 17.
Good. They're good quality. They seem serviceable to a good degree.
The balance on one of your swords is not good for flight, but I guess that wasn't what it was designed for. What do you
She
think?
looks up to you. You want these weapons or not?
Yeah, sorry. Do you think both or just one, Jorah? Daphne?
What? We're not
Why
inside the
not?
shop.
Why not both?
Yeah.
Okay. Both of these. Just be careful, they're sentimental as well. Thanks.
Yep. She takes everything, does some math. Right. It's 300 gold flat.
Okay. For everyone's, how much is Daphne's?
Standalone? I don't know. Divide 300 amongst yourself, so 100.
100?
Okay.
Okay, fine. I'll take 100 off of mine.
And I'll pay the 200 for me and Or.
Mm-hmm.
Or
All right, it's going to take me about 3 days to do all of these.
All right. We got 3 days to just kind of hang out and kick it. And I mean, you have a house here, Jorah. Are we going back to your house? Are we getting a
Oh yeah, we can
castle B&B? What's
we'll stay at home.
Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna go get the ingredients for garlic bread, and I'm gonna teach Or.
Please. I would really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Casimir, do you have somewhere to stay?
Of course. I'm welcomed anywhere.
Are you? That's cool.
Just smiles. Yes.
Why? That's really unsettling. Like, if your intention is to be unsettling, then bravo. If you're not trying to be unsettling, you should know ahead of time. It's really unsettling.
I don't think you do well on first dates.
Some people are into the creepy shit, though.
I have, I'm happily married.
Oh, who's the lucky partner?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Oh.
We're not that close of friends, I'm afraid.
You're not that close of friends with your partner?
No, with any of you.
Yeah,
that's fine. No. Sure, just trying to get to know you, you know? That's fine.
Yes, and you could be very well one of the spies that tries to get to me.
Or is going to take a small step
Do I
toward...
look put together enough to be a spy?
Do I look put together enough to be a hag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I just wanted the affirmation to my condition.
Like, you haggish.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Hag nasty.
Aunties will be happy.
You're as haggish as I am witches, so got it.
Yeah. Hanging about with hags and witches. Peak gay!
So gay!
Or is going to take a small step towards Casimir. You know, you say we're not that good of a friends. Do you want to be my friend?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to be anyone's friend. I want to be everyone's best friend.
I already have my best friend. I'm gonna link arms with Jorah.
Yeah.
Or is just gonna do the... You don't want to be friends, but you want to be my... People are so complicated.
He's being a piece of shit. Or don't pay attention to him. He's teasing you. Like, he's purposely making your brain hurt. But it's okay, because we have bread now.
Yes.
But do enjoy your night. I'm going to go mingle.
Gotcha.
Every time you say it.
He laughs as he quite literally blends in with the crowd, and you don't see him.
Didn't he just say he was married?
He's got the creep vibes. Do the creep.
No kidding.
Do the creep.
You hear Jim. I like him.
You like everyone. That's a lie. You don't like everyone.
Nope.
Why do you like him?
I don't.
What is it about him that you... Okay. In you get, Gem. I'm sure there's cookies for you to rummage.
Or garlic bread.
Climbs into your house and not through the door, through a window. It goes after your cookies.
I can see why Beltane doesn't like him. Just saying. Like, I have a soft spot in my heart for our dear child, but I just walk inside.
He already has a mouthful of cookies and sitting on the table.
Yeah.
You see a orange and blue kobold sitting next to him with a unicorn symbol on their breastplate, and they're just kind of sharing cookies between the two of them.
Who are you?
Raises his hand. Cole.
Cole. Why are you in my house?
Cookies.
Isn't that obvious? Even I knew that.
No, but it's my house. Why are you in my house eating cookies?
Cookies?
Are you here because of Jim?
He thinks for a moment, then nods. Yes.
So my parents didn't invite you in here.
Thinks for a moment. Yes?
That's a lie.
It's not. Jumps up and stuffs a mouthful of cookies into his mouth.
You can't just invite people I don't know into my home. This is not your home, Jim.
Jim just looks at you, eats a cookie.
Let's do this properly. Cole, you say it is.
Yes.
My name is Orr. I'll shove up my hand to shake his. I'm going to lift you up and put you outside the door, and then you can ask to come in. Is that okay?
Cole grips your hand and just kind of scrabbles at your wrist with his clawed hands and says, nice. And then scuttles away from you.
Okay then. Nice to meet you,
Do we
Cole.
have another son?
Do you think Aura put drugs in my garlic bread? I really feel like I'm tripping right now.
He absolutely put drugs in your garlic bread, but I'm not tripping right now. I'm sober. But I do think maybe Jim osmosisized, and now we have a second one Like, we have 2 sons now.
Does anyone know?
Is that what happened?
Kobolds, make more kobolds.
Split in 2, apparently.
Cole comes back and lays a very heavy book down in front of you, or flips it open. We reproduce via eggs during a mating cycle that takes up to 3 days. And he flips through the book and shows you.
Or they have cloaca just like you do.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I feel closer to kobolds than I ever have.
All it took was some bird fucking, huh? Well, here we are. All right. Well, nice to meet you, Cole. Welcome to my house. Are you Symbol? Is that God? Are you also a paladin?
Nope, Eric. Pats his chest very proudly.
Would I recognize the God?
Roll a religion check.
Because Emma does, but I don't know if Jorah would. Well, it's one of those things that like Jorah might, because he's a fucking nerd. Religion. Now I have to get rid of tabs because it's asking me if I want advantage.
He believes in unicorns, isn't it 22. Obvious, Jorah?
22. You know this to be the symbol of Larue, the arch-fairy goddess.
Larue.
She is symbolized either by a unicorn or a woman in white. She is sometimes mistaken for Elustre, the drow goddess of moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But they are 2 different deities.
Yeah. And unicorns are sometimes Miliki as well, I think. Not all unicorns are the same. By the way, I'm saying this to Aura.
Yeah.
That is the symbol of Larue.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a unicorn.
Cole kind of pulls himself back up onto the table.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Cole. Are you just here for the cookies?
Yep.
Because he's been following us around, so I don't know if that implies that you're following us around.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm not mad about taking a cleric into Dragonwall, I'm not gonna lie. You know Radiant Magic? Of course you do, friend.
Yes.
Do you like fighting undead things?
No.
Do you like fighting?
Nope.
Do you
like keeping undead away from living things?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Okay.
Keeping other people alive?
If I have to.
What kind of cleric are you?
Cole.
We
can give you more cookies if you help us.
Don't make promises you can't keep, yo. Like, because you can't make cookies. You know what that falls onto. You know who that... This is not my son.
True. I mean, it's up to Daphne.
Cole looks you. You're not my mom.
Exactly.
I'm 28 years old. You are not my mother.
Exactly. I would have been a... You are old for a kobold, sir. Like, you are living... You probably have a lot of things to say. Like, okay. He is not my son. Like...
Yeah, technically Jim isn't either. Jim, do you regard us as parents now?
He looks at you. You're not my mom.
I was implying I was your dad.
He just looks so sad and dejected and kind of curls up onto the table. Where's my mom?
I'm your mommy, honey. Hold on.
I pointed Daphne. Yeah.
I'm like gonna take my kobold and rest it into my bosom and like, it's okay, honey. Don't listen to daddy. He's being mean.
What did I say that was mean? I said that you regard me as a parent.
You got a little kobold clinging to you, Daphne.
Here's some cheese.
Right, you know what? I am either entirely too high or not high enough for the situation. I'm going up to my bedroom where I absolutely have a stash. I'm going to see you guys later. Let me know when the garlic bread is cooked. And I go upstairs to my room.
As you go upstairs, there's another kobold on the bed.
Who are you?
We're infested.
He's an orange kobold that has a small little ukulele because he can't.
Is he playing somewhere over the rainbow?
Like, are you?
He looks at you with big yellow eyes, orange skin, a very puffy shirt, and eggy.
Eggie. Hi, Eggie. Are you a friend of Jim's?
No.
Okay. Are you here because of Jim?
No.
Why are you in my house?
Cole's here.
You know this isn't Cole's house, right?
I got bored and needed somewhere to stay.
Well, this is my house.
I'm sorry.
Can you play that instrument?
He plays it. It's a very sweet tune.
Would you like to be my friend?
Okay.
Okay. I can teach, well, I don't know. How old are you?
23.
You've been playing that instrument long?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. We can do a little Simon and Garfunkel number.
Can Bonnie
I'm gonna
come
get
out?
high first, if that's okay, and then we can go downstairs. There's gonna be garlic bread soon, and we can play a little concert for my friends.
Okay. Can Boggy come out?
Yeah, you'll have to introduce me first, please.
He stomps on the bed and another kobold pokes his head out from beneath the bed.
What are you doing under my bed? There are things under there that we kobolds should not be looking for.
Sleeping?
Okay.
I think it's not safe.
No, that's not sanitary. Are you friends? You see, you're friends with Eggie here.
Eggie's my brother.
Eggie's your brother, and your name was
Boggy.
Boggy. And what do you do, Boggy?
Magic.
Oh, me too. What kind of magic do you do?
He shoves a very heavy spell book out and flips open a page and points.
Okay.
Wizard.
Oh, nice. Do you want to be my friend?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. Are you friends with Jim?
No.
Okay. Alright. You two are going to be my posse now. You okay with that?
Yes.
Alright. I'm going to get high real quick. Then we're going to go downstairs and we're going to eat garlic bread. Is that okay?
Ooh,
Yes.
wait, let me introduce the next kobold.
So I'm gonna get high and then I'm gonna walk downstairs. If they'll allow, I'll have Eggie sitting on my shoulders playing the ukulele, like leaning it on my head while I am playing the lute.
Yeah.
I like to
Definitely
point
high
out
balls.
to go with this garlic bread, I'm also making spaghetti.
Nice. Yeah, and I'm gonna
Eggie
ask.
is
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Boggy if Boggy has any like little parlor like dancing lights or prestidigitation or something for like sparkly magic.
He has disco lights that kind of just pulsate at
Yeah.
the wrong time. They don't keep in time with your music.
Excellent. I'm gonna come down clearly a bit high with Eggie on my shoulders playing his ukulele. I'm playing my lute, and we've got disco balls in the form of Boggy. I made some friends. I have a posse now.
You see a third kobold next to Jim and Cole.
Who's that?
I think you're
Eggie
infested.
points, that's our mom.
Hey, Mom. Your sons are my squad now. Is that okay?
She puts a thumbs up. Okay.
Hey, what's your name, Mom? Aside from
Gertie.
Mom, she just Gertie. Okay. Nice.
I look at my pot of spaghetti. I put more pasta in.
So, did we all just decide to take a holiday here?
They look to Cole. Cole says, we're looking for somebody, but yes.
Who are you looking for?
He thinks for a moment. Our dad.
Oh.
Is Jim your dad?
Who's your dad?
Jim's not our dad.
Okay. Whew. Jim, I
We
was
don't like
worried
Jim.
about you.
Me and my
Jim's
squad
like,
no longer like Jim. Yeah. You're here. Do you believe him to be in Dragon Ball?
Or Winterdale.
No, not Dragon Ball. Sorry, in Winterdale.
No. We know he's in Maliford.
Malivert.
So why are you here in Winterdale looking for your dad in Jorah's house?
because we saw Jim.
And you just figured because Jim was here, you could be here.
That's the kobold way, yes.
I'm gonna have to square it with my parents because technically I don't live here anymore. I live elsewhere.
We do. Boggy kind of bounces up and down.
That's not true. You need to get permission from the homeowners first.
We do. Eggy squeals as he kind of leaps off and floats down.
I don't know why this is reminding me of The Land Before Time, but it fucking is. Maybe because I'm high? I don't know.
Okay. I cast sending. It takes me a minute to remember the words. Mom? Just to clarify, there's a bunch of kobolds in the house. By the way, I'm back. I'm home. There's kobolds in the house. Did you know about this?
Your mother responds, no, but if they're not breaking anything, I assume they're fine.
They're no friends with me. They were here when we got here.
Oh.
Is kobold infestation a thing?
Very much, but usually in the Underdarks.
We may have a slight infestation problem.
Hmm.
By we, I mean you.
Well, your father and I don't always want to be empty nesters, so maybe we'll just keep them.
I'm being replaced.
You know, I heard kobolds taste like chicken, Jorah. Do you want to test that out?
If my parents are going to replace me with kobolds, yes.
Eggy just sticks their tongue out at you.
Eggy, we were a squad. Squad means something.
They just blink at you. Not
my
in tandem.
Yeah, my parents may be okay with you staying here as long as you don't break anything. Or commit any things that would be considered crimes in the city. Is that fair?
Okay.
But no more. No more kobolds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only 101. The likelihood is there's another kid coming not far behind me because there's usually about 100 years between elven kids. So it won't be an empty nest for long. But
the group of kobolds just nod at you as they listen.
You could, however... I like the idea of having a little kobold squad, guys.
I don't.
I mean,
we have one. We have a single kobold, and that is enough.
I'm stoned and hungry.
Here's your spaghetti.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm not really sure what the ground meat in your parents' fridge was, but it was fatty, so I used it.
Okay.
I mean...
The thing is, guys, Jim's coming with us, and if they're here because Jim is here, that means that they might... Are you guys going to be staying here, or are you going to be following Jim?
Here.
Okay, they're just staying here. It's fine. They have found their own... They have to go look for their daddy later. So he's in Malaford, so they'll go to Malaford. We're not going there, so...
Are you planning to go to Malaford at some point?
They look to you. Yes.
See, there you go. We're not.
Do kobolds live long lives?
Gertie raises her hand. I'm 43.
That is... The thing is, if kobold makes it, that is impressive, because they're usually just eaten by the time they're like 10.
There's a series of nods from the kobolds.
Clearly they're very sensible. So I know that Eggy and Boggy are your kids, but is Cole your kid as well?
Yes.
I see. And what relation are you with Jim?
No relation.
Okay. It's sort of like, you know, when like a cat is looking for a home and it can tell those people are cat people. And they know to come and attach themselves to you because you're clearly cat people.
I think that's what's happening here.
we have assigned ourselves as clearly being kobold people, and so these kobolds saw this as a safe place to come.
But I'm a chicken person.
Well, yeah, but this ain't your home. It's fine. This
That
is
is
going to
true.
occupy my parents so that I can be a single child for a bit longer.
Okay. How do you know
and
your
I'm
parents
okay with
haven't
that.
already worked on replacing you biologically yet?
They would tell me if she had
Would
another
they?
kid. Well, they might be trying. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's healthy. But that does not mean. Listen, if they occupy themselves with this instead of having their own for a while, I'm okay with that.
You would prefer that You would prefer that your parents stop having sex?
No.
So that they can look after a family of kobolds, is what you're saying?
They can keep having sex. They just, dissuade them from filling their empty nest for a little while. Listen.
Bull just watches you and nods. You don't want a baby because you get jealous?
Yeah. I think most only children go through that process initially when a sibling is introduced.
Daphne, I think all the kobolds are attracted to you specifically because you're not necessarily a kobold person. Like cats at a party, they always manage to find the one non-cat person and like sit on their lap.
That's just a show of dominance.
No. Time the fuck out. I am a kobold person. This is my gym. I accept the responsibility of this kobold and this kobold only. I'm just a one kobold person.
I see. Like, the nuances of kobold and their people, continentals.
Like, I am very good at taking care of small creatures, okay? Like, and people, because, again, and I pull out my mimic, and I feed it some spaghetti and some garlic bread, and I put it back.
Jocelyn just eats it as you kind of shove a mouthful in.
As long as it's not something that sprung from her loins, she's good.
Yeah. I have a donkey, for crying out loud.
Is that actually what garlic bread is supposed to look like?
Yes.
So you look at the plate of spaghetti.
I like show him the actual like garlic bread. It's like, this is what garlic bread is supposed to look like. It's just bread and butter.
But where's the potato?
There's no potatoes in garlic bread. Unless it's like a potato bread, but it's not.
Then what do you draw the smiley face on?
You don't.
The garlic bread. I say mouthful of garlic bread. I'm doing that thing, like I've got the whole baguette and I'm doing that, when you get low waist and you just keep
yeah.
Just a steady
dip it in the marinara sauce, like I'm gonna be like, or the point was what you made wasn't garlic bread in whatsoever. Is what we're trying to teach you in that moment.
Oh.
Like, there are no potatoes in garlic bread. It's just bread, butter, and garlic. Minced garlic. Cooked. Yes.
Is that like when you hit it with a mace?
Yes.
Like maced?
Yes. Essentially. Okay. Like, that's usually how I mince my garlic too. I just whack it with a mace.
Okay.
I clean it because it's murdered a couple of things, but luckily we didn't have to because there was cooking utensils and I could just do it with the knives and it's fine. But yeah, that's how this works.
Okay. I looked at Jorah. He's probably gonna need another, right?
Yeah, I'm making several loaves for the road.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, we decided, like, garlic bread is gonna be our snack rations. Like, I'm gonna go find some cold cuts later, and we'll just make garlic bread sandwiches at some point. Yeah.
I think I've watched you a bunch. Do you mind coaching me through one?
Through bacon and bread? Yes, I will.
Thank you.
I'll be the experiment. I'll eat what you make.
Yeah, he'll eat anything right now.
Maybe
not anything, but...
I'm gonna look to Jorah. Anything?
Yep. I've said already, I will have put worse in my mouth before.
I'm ready, except the hat. You can't cook without the hat, right?
No, you can definitely cook. Have you ever seen me wear a hat while I was cooking?
No, but
You don't need a hat to cook.
okay, I'll try it,
You
but I'm
definitely
not
don't
sure.
need a hat to bake bread.
Okay. Never done it this way before. Okay.
Yeah, and how does that turn out for you?
Point taken. But I'll start mincing the garlic.
As you do so, you get some nice dinner, some good bread, a nice spaghetti, a room full of kobolds chatting the night away. Your parents eventually rejoin you, get to know the kobolds and everybody. It's a grand old time in your house. And your mother seems quite keen to adopt what you come to know of the Fireplace family. That is their entire name. And
Fireplace family.
of the Fireplace.
Of the Fireplace family.
Of the Fireplace. So it would be Cole of the Fireplace, Gertie of the Fireplace, Eggy of the Fireplace,
Amazing.
and Bonky of the Fireplace. And as you do so, it's a nice relaxing night. And somehow Casimir just shows up with a bottle of wine, and your parents weirdly embrace him in. You don't know why or how or when he got there. He just seems to be there. And the night goes on. You get a night of relaxation, calm, and peace. And all in there for the night.
Okay.
Into the night.
All right then. Well, thank you everyone for coming and showing up. I know that whoever is still kind of sticking around and can hear us, again, thank you. Won't be able to, I don't think I'll be able to share links in chat right now because, like, in the middle of this, Twitch just decided to go down in most functions other than the actual video portion of the stream. If you were already live, I think, like, going live is actually not possible for most people right now. So we're still going to, for those of us catching us on YouTube, let us know where, hopefully, things will be good for Saturday, because on Saturday we will be back with 2 shows with Emberwind in the morning, The Skies of Axia, and we're premiering our 2nd season of In Darkness Unbroken, our Dragon Age actual play. That's happening on the channel this week until next Wednesday when we start all over again. Everybody else, where can I find you on the internet? What you doing? All that great stuff.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma Hamalu on the internet. You can find me here every week, being Jorah, who's just had some younger siblings being adopted. Not officially, I'm imagining, as they already have a mama. But you can see me here doing that. Or this Saturday in the aforementioned In Darkness Unbroken, I am the GM for that game, where we're going to be premiering our season 2 and starting off in the Fade. Everything's fine. But yeah, you can find me there. Just hop on over at Hello on Twitter if you want to say hi. Doesn't.
Awesome. Hey guys, I'm Martin or Pink Bun. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/pink_mun. I have some things coming up. We're hosting a game or 2 in the future, so that should be exciting. One on Sundays coming up within the next month or so start. So stay tuned for that. That's me.
Cool beans.
And I am Jen. I DM. You can find me here on Thursdays, taking our world to silly levels with kobolds, my second favorite small type of people within the world of Ashenfell. And you can find me once a month over under Ranger's channel, where I do play a mobster Faye, and he's taking over a small town in Russia, but that's another thing. He only invited an entire elemental titan to take over a volcano. So whatever. He's doing things. He's going places. Yes.
All right. And with that, we're gonna leave everybody. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon. Hopefully, things will be better. It looks like chat's working again, so at least that. So yeah, everyone, bye bye. We'll see you next time.